Hi, I'm Barry with Barry Green Homes. If you're thinking about buying a home, you're probably excited, but maybe a little overwhelmed as well. Questions like, how much home can I afford? Where do I start? What happens after I find a home I like? And what could potentially go wrong along the way? The good news is that once you understand the process, buying a home becomes much less intimidating. In this video, I'll walk you through the major steps of the home buying process so you'll know exactly what to expect from start to finish. Let's get started. Before you begin looking at homes, it's important to understand your budget. Many buyers focus on the purchase price. Experienced buyers focus on the monthly payment. Your payment may include principal, interest, property taxes, homeowners insurance, and in some cases, HOA dues. Once you understand what monthly payment feels comfortable, the next step is getting pre approved with a lender. During this process, a lender typically reviews your income, assets, credit history, and debts to determine which financing options may be available to you. If you'd like additional financing resources, reach out and I'll be happy to give you a referral. A pre approval helps you understand your budget and demonstrates to sellers that you're a serious buyer. Once you're pre approved, the fun begins searching for homes. This is where it's important to separate your needs from your wants. For example, you may want a pool, you may need a fourth bedroom, you may want a larger lot, you may need a shorter commute. One thing I've learned over the years is that most buyers eventually compromise on something. The goal isn't to find the perfect home, the goal is finding the right home for your lifestyle, budget, and long term goals. As you begin viewing homes, try to look beyond paint colors, furniture, and staging. Instead, focus on layout, location, natural light, storage, condition, and overall functionality. When you find a home you'll love, we'll prepare an offer. Many buyers assume the offer is only about price. In reality, an offer contains many terms that can affect both buyer and seller. Price is important, but timing, contingencies, financing, and other terms can be important as well. Contingencies are one of the most important protections available to buyers. Think of them as safety nets. Some common contingencies include inspection contingencies, loan contingencies, and appraisal contingencies. Inspection contingencies allow buyers time to investigate the property's conditions. Loan contingencies may provide protections if financing cannot be obtained, and appraisal contingencies may provide protection if the property appraises for less than the agreed purchase price. Contingencies help buyers gather information and reduce risks before fully committing to the purchase. Not every transaction is the same, but understanding contingencies is an important part of becoming an informed buyer. Congratulations, the seller has accepted your offer. At this point, escrow is opened and the transaction begins moving forward. Many buyers think they're almost done. In reality, some of the most important steps are just beginning. You'll typically receive disclosures, reports, title information, and other documents for review. Your deposit is usually delivered into escrow, and the investigation period begins. This is the stage where buyers gather information, ask questions, and make sure they're comfortable moving forward. During escrow, buyers often conduct inspections. The purpose of an inspection is not necessarily to find the perfect home. The purpose is better to understand the property's condition. Almost every property has findings. Some are minor, some may require additional investigation. In addition to inspections, the lender will usually order an appraisal. An appraisal helps determine the property's market value. If a property appraises below the purchase price, several outcomes are possible. The seller may reduce the price to the appraised value. The buyer may choose to pay the difference. The parties may negotiate somewhere in between, or, depending on the circumstances, the buyer may choose to cancel. Many low appraisals are resolved successfully through negotiation. As the transaction approaches closing, the lender completes the final approval process. During this period, it's generally wise to avoid opening new credit accounts, such as credit cards, and making large purchases, such as vehicles, or making significant financial changes. Once the loan is approved and all conditions are satisfied, the transaction moves towards closing. After documents are signed, funds are transferred, and the transaction records, you'll receive the keys to move into your new home. The home buying process doesn't end when you receive the keys. This is just the beginning of home ownership. You'll likely want to transfer utilities, create a maintenance budget, update important records, and begin planning for future repairs and improvements. Home ownership is a long term journey, and preparation can help make that journey more enjoyable. I hope this overview has helped simplify the home buying process and given you a better understanding of what to expect. I've also created additional resources covering financing, down payment assistance programs, and other home buying topics. If you'd like access to those resources, have questions about your situation, or would like a referral to a trusted professional, I'd be happy to help. I'm Barry Green. Thank you for watching. I look forward to helping you on your home buying journey.